live. I'm sorry for the technical glitches, and so what I went back through and updated all my software. So hopefully that will take care of any little glitch. A little hint to those of you who are not technologically proficient, like myself. A lot of the time, if you just get everything updated, somehow things magically, all the challenges magically disappear. So friends, what I wanted to talk to you about today was I wanted to give you that quote that the technical glitch cut off yesterday, and just talk about what real rest actually means. So this was the quote that I didn't get a chance to offer yesterday because of technical glitches, and a little background to it. As you think about the beauty of this story, and I've been thinking about it a lot this week, right? So Jesus raises Lazarus from the dead. He has a big dinner, and Lazarus is there. And if you think of Lazarus being there, like Lazarus, I think would have been there with the same spirit of like a George Bailey. If you are a fan of that famous Christmas movie, It's a Wonderful Life, and he would have been all excited to have seen all these people again, and the thrill of all that. And then Mary, friend of Jesus, not mother of Jesus, comes and anoints his feet, anoints Jesus's feet with this beautiful, beautiful perfume. And you just put yourself in that room for a second, right? As we noted a few days ago, that room would have passed the smell test. There would have been laughter. There would have been whatever their version of toast were. There would have been toast. There would have been smiles. There would have been joy. I mean, the room would have just been electric. And here's Judas, who eventually betrays Jesus. And Judas comes in, and he's just a downer. It's like he sees that perfume, and he's like, "Oh my goodness! Like, why are we doing that? That could feed hungry people." And it's interesting because many times Jesus would have been the one going like, "Yeah, it could," except for this occasion. Isn't that interesting? Except for this occasion where he goes like, "Nope, that's not what this is. That's not what this is all about." Jesus offers these words here as Judas goes after Mary. He says, "Leave her alone." Jesus replied, "It was intended that she could save the perfume for the day of my burial." So Jesus is talking about like his pending death here. "You always have the poor among you, but you will not always have me." So the beauty of that celebratory moment, and I don't see Jesus again doing this scolding. I feel him essentially saying like, "Judas, lighten up. I'm not around forever. Like, we're just going to enjoy each other's company tonight. You can lighten up tonight a little bit." And that's such an important lesson. Sometimes we can take our religiosity and our faith so stridently that it actually can become weaponized. And I love that phrase, weaponized. I think that's a great word. And I certainly have seen it done, no doubt. I've done it myself, where we take faith and we weaponize it. We take it from being something that should be gentle to something that wounds. And I think that's the warning here. This is from Thomas Merton. This was a quote from Thomas Merton that you didn't get a chance to hear yesterday. It's a beautiful, well-known quote. Probably many of you have heard it before. I know I've used it before. "There is a pervasive sense of contemporary violence to which the idealist most easily succumbs: activism and overwork. The rush and pressure of modern life are a form, perhaps the most common form, of its innate violence. To allow oneself to be carried away by a multitude of conflicting concerns, to surrender to too many demands, to commit to too many projects, to want to help everyone in everything," that's really important there, "is to succumb to violence." And listen to this phrase here from Thomas Merton. This is, I think, the real linchpin of this quote. "The frenzy of our activism neutralizes our work for peace. It destroys our own inner capacity for peace. It destroys the fruitfulness of our own work because it kills the root of inner wisdom, which makes work fruitful." Beautiful line there. So here's Judas with all his concerns, like he couldn't actually enter the room. All this work for peace, for shalom, and his frenetic desire to just do more was getting in the way. And what's fascinating is to think of how actually joy and rest and peace come together. There's a way where when we can allow ourselves down into these kinds of things, that we will find joy and we will find peace and we will find rest. That's very different than sort of the binary of way overactivity or way underactivity, overperforming or underperforming. It allows for there to be this golden mean, this middle place where we're able to like dip into the joy of life, rest there. And again, find rest there, not in the inactivity of life, but in the joy of life, in the connectedness of life. Find rest there and then come back to more doing later on. But this doing now is infused with a certain peace. So that's I know that's a lot for a morning to think about, but I think it's important, because we live in this very distracted age. I feel distracted all the time, at least, this very distracted age. And this is just that reminder to take time out just to find the joy and the peace in just simply being with other people and all those connections that ensue. So that's the thought for today, folks. Hopefully that all makes sense. And we will see you tomorrow. What we're going to do right now is we're going to do a little meditation. We're going to do a little prayer. We're going to do a little blessing. And then I'm going to say hi to folks who are joining us on Facebook Live this morning, New Church Live's Facebook page. Please also note, as I have told you before, we do have a couple of small group offerings coming up. One is just a simple one-off. It just meets one night, one time. That's it. And that is both are under the idea of a fresh start, and that's a fresh start for your marriage. That will be Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we launch a 3-part small group that starts next Tuesday night at 7 p.m. I'm leading it with a congregant out in the Phoenix area. And we're going to do this 3-part series and just take a look at what does it look like to have a fresh start in your life. So with that, we will go ahead and get started, friends. What we're going to do now is we're going to do a little meditation and a prayer and a blessing. So our meditation, listen to the bell. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I. Be still and know that. Be still and know. Be still and. Be still. Be. Our Father, who art in the heavens, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, as in heaven, so upon the earth. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and bring you peace and bring you home. Amen. All right, friends, let's take a look at any comments we might have this morning. And again, you can leave a comment on New Church Live's Facebook page. Again, we stream to a number of different locations, but that is one where you can leave it. And come on, Nelly. This is maybe my phone needs updated. There we go. A little slow today. So with that, friends, our comments for today. Sorry for this. All right, and a bunch of comments today. All right. Susan, good morning to you. Everyone can't wait until Friday gets here. So true. I'm very much looking forward to this weekend. I have a free Saturday. Tori, good morning. We got a new chocolate lab puppy, such a sweetie. Landed in the SPCA for eating a laptop. LOL. Like so much in life, we need to take the behavior of puppies lightly and to remember what is actually important. Yeah, you know what? Like, I totally get that. That is way fun, way fun. That quote is from Thomas Merton. Tori asked, who's that quote from? It's from Thomas Merton. It's a beautiful quote, and it's there's a number of quotes I feel like from wonderful Christian authors we need to come back to at least a couple times a year, and for me that's one of them. Patricia, great to see you and that heart this morning. Martha, good morning to you, my dear friend. Sherry, good morning down there, down south. Susan, being versus doing. Yeah, doesn't it come back? I remember the first time hearing that. Somebody said, yeah, we're human beings, not human doings. And it took me a long time. It took me like years until I get it. And it's now more and more I think, oh my goodness, it's spot on. Carl writes, hope you all have a blessed day. And I agree with that. Susan, when is the Fresh Start series? So the small group series starts on Tuesday night. We've been running actually the sermon series, and this will be part 3 on Sunday. We actually have Ms. Universe, not Miss Universe. We have Ms. Universe coming to speak this Martin Luther King Day weekend. So that'll be a beautiful one. Mary writes, yeah, rest in prayer, which is so beautiful, Mary. Very well said. Shannon, good morning. I hope everyone has a beautiful day. So true. Totally agree with that. And yeah, Linda, hope everyone can find the space to be still. And that's yeah, maybe Merton, maybe that's just a big part. He's a advocate of spaciousness. There you go. So, folks, wishing you all the best. Hope you have a great day. God bless, and we will wrap up the week together tomorrow. Take care. We'll see you. Bye bye.